All right. Welcome, everybody. We're going to do an English video. And I feel like I don't even have to introduce myself. However, if you are new here and you don't know who I am Coach Samantha. And I'm not sure what to talk about. Mm. Let's see what the energies call forth. Um, there's a lot of movement going on, and yet there's also a lot of silence, a lot of just being, a lot of just feeling, flowing. There's a lot more flow, I feel, than the resistance came, which is a humongous shift energetically for all of us. And I trust that you've been feeling this too, where there is no longer this need to push. There's no longer this need to fight. There's no longer this need to keep trying over and over and over and over and over, which was the old way, which was the the way we all knew. It's like that's all we knew how to do. Just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. And there's a moment where the record just kind of breaks and shifts, and you're left without that pull to keep on trying. And this is why the energy exhaustion is so key when you're just depleted, when you have no energy left, when you are completely depleted or feel like you're completely depleted. There's no more energy in you. There's no more fight energy. You're exhausted. You're beyond sleepy. There's a lot of beyond sleepy modes. And it's all part of this, the depletion of your internal fight system, like your fight energy. We don't have that as strong as we once did. And it's this humongous um, empowering energy for all of us. And yet it might feel a little weird at the beginning. It might feel like, oh, I'm not used to this. This is not what I'm used to doing. This is not me. What's wrong? I'm not myself. And yet it is. This is your new you. This is you coming back to your essence. This is you coming back to who you've always been. It's a returning to your essence. And it's a beautiful feeling of pure surrender, just allowing, just flowing, just navigating, allowing your light to navigate, no longer uh, pushing or no longer having the ego push back, no longer having the energy, the confusion energy, the, you know, what if I make a mistake energy, like the error energy, no longer allowing that energy to take over. Because in at the deepest part of your soul, you know that there is nothing to worry about. You know that there is no such thing as a mistake. You know that everything is aligned at some level. And obviously you're in alignment to different things, but there's never anything that you can do that can break your bond with your light. Nothing. And there will never be. So I feel like we're in that remembrance of that, and we're softening up. We're softening up to this whole process, which is a beautiful thing to see, a beautiful thing um, to even experience as I go deeper into this journey myself. And in in the midst of what we might be seeing around us, of all the people that we may be in contact with that may not have or that we perceive that they're not having an experience. It's all about allowing yourself to hold your light, hold your space, hold as much light in your body so that everyone around you can tap into that. Everyone can flow at some level as you're flowing, and so that can choose that. Everybody is going to start to choose more of their light. Everybody is going to continuously choose their peace, their soul. The more it becomes available, the more it becomes the only choice, the more it's so obvious that that is why we came here. And many of us come here to do it first. Many of us come here to show the way. Many of us come here to light the path so that others may remember. So many of us came to give, in a way, like a permission slip, a sort of a permission slip for everybody. In fact, you have to give yourself the permission slip first. You have to give yourself your own permission slip, and then it becomes available for everyone else that is ready for it. But it's going to be up to you first. It's going to be a massively important decision for all of us to make. And again, just becomes the only choice because we start to see things different and we start to perceive so many things in a different way. We start to kind of feel the lightness and the heaviness. And the deeper you go into your heaviness and the deeper you feel into all that's heavy at a deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper level, the easier it is to choose that which is not heavy, that which just flows, that which just is, which is your being. As the world, as your world, let's talk about your world and then shift into the perception of the outside world. As your world continues to shift, continues to flip, continues to turn, continues to transform, everything else will follow. It's a domino effect that starts from within you. And I said your world. Well, your world starts at the cellular level. That's the beginning of your world. Your world starts at the cellular level, cellular level, and then it expands, right? It gets bigger. It goes from one cell to the next cell to three cells to four to five to 10 to 20 to 100 to thousands. And those cells connect to your physical, to the external physical world. And it's just like a reverberation. Your world is literally a reverberation. So it's a resonance, it's a reflection of your cells, your cellular world. What is happening at the cells, at the cellular level? So anything that's happening in your world, you want to go into your cells, to the nucleus, into the DNA. You just want to go feel that deep so that it starts to change your external physical world. And it's not as hard as we think. And in fact, the key word is think. You don't think, you just allow. Because the more light that comes through into your body, the more that light is able to change and shift and transform everything. But we get so caught up in the mind. It's still somewhat easy to just go into the mind, to go into that ego aspect and think and try and fight. And so it is a constant remembering, remembering to close our eyes, remembering to breathe consciously, remembering to allow more light, remembering that this where you are right now in this present moment is all that exists. I've shared this before, and it's one of those things where sometimes you have to walk the walk, um, and do what you say. Um, at the very beginning of my journey, one of my teachers would say, every 2 hours, put your alarm and connect to light. And so, after many many years, having to do that again in a slightly different way. Now that I'm working with another teacher, it's like calling back your energy, calling back your light. Um, and so I've been putting an alarm on my phone. Sometimes I forget, but even when I forget, I consciously remember or consciously know, like, okay, can I bring all my energy back? But it does support to have like this kind of alarm. So I have the alarm on my cell phone, and it's like, mm, I I have to consciously take a few moments to call back my energy, to allow my energy to come back, bring back more of my light. Um, and it's been such a powerful, powerful practice, powerful experience. And I want to share it here as well because when I said we're getting to a phase where there's no other choice, we have no other choice but to be in our light. We have no other choice but to be in our body. We have no other choice but to surrender. We have no other choice but to feel. Through your light energy, through your light body, through your light essence, this becomes a huge difference. Living in a human body from ego, from a linear mind, from closed heart is the complete opposite than living in a human body from higher self light, from your light essence, from your soul body, from your light body. I mean, it's almost unfathomable how different it is. Now, we're in a transition phase right now, which means that while everyone does have their own experience and everyone will have their own journey to go through, um, there's this there are moments where you're tested, you're challenged, where it's a little unstable. Uh, you're on unstable ground, or you are on a lot of changes. You're in different new different experience, intense experiences that break you wide open, that break you um emotionally, mentally, physically, energetically, and energetically. Did I say energetically, physically, energetically, and everything in between cellularly? But the more light that you bring to you, the more you focus on your light, the more you allow more light to come through, the easier, simpler, the more you flow, the easier it is to surrender, the easier it is to just be in this like never ending wave of pure love and pure support, because that is what we are and that is what is available right now. As everything moves and as everything shifts, as the world keeps turning upside down, like our our version of our external world. Again, we all have our own experiences to go through. We will continue to experience a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of um, transformative shifts in our reality. And I'm gonna just play with linear time for a little, because a lot of us are seeing so many timelines A lot of us are seeing so many different scenarios, so many different um, options too. And I've said this before, things are going to be changing faster. Things are going to continue to move relatively faster. And it's a complete push to open, open wider, open bigger, open to everything that you have resisted and everything that you thought was false and not real and bad or negative. It's going to continue to push us in so many different directions. And we're looking at probably one of the shakiest phases as of yet. Again, because there's still a lot of linear, like there's a lot of mind. And I say a lot, but it's relative because it's obviously less than before, but there's still it's still active. So it'll be it'll get very loud. Excuse me, it'll get very in your face. Um and obviously again, take it with a grain of salt. Everything is relative. Everyone's going to experience it in their own time frame. Just because I call out a number or just because I call out a date doesn't mean anything. Okay, this could happen next year for a lot of us. In fact, it will. Um, some of this will happen in 2 years for some, for others, and in 3 years for even others. So it just depends. But we're gonna see uh, a lot of collectives going through humongous amount of change in the next 3 years. And once we end the decade, it's gonna feel like a very smooth downhill kind of okay. We're no longer fighting. We're no longer in the old type of resistance anymore. It's gonna be a very different experience. Okay. Again, everything is relative. Everyone's going to go through it in their own way. Some people may go through it in 5 years, in 6 years. It's all energy. Time is just energy. Um, there's different purposes for you still using kind of linear time frames. It's part of the activation that it serves, like it serves an activation, but don't get caught up in it. Do not get caught up in it. Do not get caught up in anything linear, anything that's like time, linear time. And I say it from experience because this has been a big thing for me. Um, in one particular aspect of my reality where just mine got very wrapped up with the whole linear time. And so um I had to break out of it. I had to like choose different. I had to receive support because there were a lot of things that in that aspect where I was so in my head was obviously affecting a lot of aspects in my life, in my reality. So there's so much. Uh, there's so many different angles to look at this from, and there's so many different levels of support to really open up to, because this is super, super important as well. Mm, what else? Is there anything else? I feel like everything's kind of light, but there's definitely things worth opening up and exploring and sharing. Um, other than that, other than what I mentioned, um, super important to focus on you, like even more so than before. Make sure that you surround yourself with things that open you up, things that open your heart, things that make you sing, things that make you dance, things that um, could be so simple, but so, so, so magical. Like I have my new Andorra family. They're beaming. They're just so bright, and I'm just looking at them consciously and con continuously because they bring so much. And I do have to share. I bought myself a pen so I can share it with a little crown with a diamond crown. Oh my God. That was like, oh my God, this is for me. This is for my queen aspect. um my new throne that I'm working on. So it's so beautiful. I absolutely love the color. Like this is my color. Lilac, light purple. Got a new notebook too. Like there's just so many things that we might take for granted. So many things that we think are insignificant, right? Like there's so many things that we need to really open up to and buy and take and be. Um, lately I have felt this need to like just get out of the house. Go to a little park or go to a garden, go get yourself some ice cream. Like do these things because they fill you up so much. And for the past several weeks, there's been there's been so much release, and it's interesting because I've been releasing for we all were always releasing, and we will always continue to release. However, when I started to do more consciously this calling back my energy and calling forth my light, I have noticed a humongous shift. And so it's like I've there's more space in me. And in order for me to maintain that level of expansion and that space, that light inside of me, it's like there's new things, there's more things for me to do, which is part of the reason why I got more Andoras. Um, I get things from me. Like I got the Andoras, I got the pen. Um, oh, I got some beautiful earrings. And then I got my ice cream and I got my little my time at the one of the little gardens um near my house, and it just fills me up so much. It fills me up with more of what I need to continuously sustain that level of light and that level of expansion that I didn't have before. So allowing yourself to open up for more space, for more time, for um for more guidance so that you can continuously allow more light, allow more of those things that will keep you your light, your peace, your joy, your pure love, curiosity. All of these things in their purest form offer so much. And so just want to offer you with that. I want to remind you to continuously bring yourself into your focus. This is um, especially if you live with someone else, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and have family. Because we're not taught how to be our light and expand as our light when we're taught and we unconsciously, subconsciously hold the programming of give, 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 right? Or the responsibility of motherhood and even fatherhood. Um, when you have maybe even someone else that you take care of. There's so many old bonds, old cords, old beliefs and programs that tie us down, and we completely forget about ourselves. And I see it all around me. I see it in my physical reality. I see it in friends and clients where it's taking a toll on us after years and years and decades of thinking this was the only way and thinking that this was going to make us good enough. Just taking care of everyone else except of our and leaving ourselves in last place. Having this um the sacrificial mother energy, um taking care of everyone else except ourselves. That's not that's it's not only not the way to live now, it's literally killing us in many ways. It has taken its toll, and we're coming into a space where our bodies can no longer hold on to that. And I see it with my own family, where that programming can no longer be sustained. And we're finally shifting out of that, finally bringing ourselves back into focus, finally resting our bodies, finally honoring our bodies, finally honoring our needs in a way that we never have. And the beautiful thing is that now more than ever, we're being so incredibly supported that it becomes the only choice, especially when you're like bedridden and you're got all these different activations going on. Like, you have no other choice. When you have no energy left, you have no other choice but to just give up the fight. And so it's such a powerful thing to witness, and it's such an incredible phase that we're all in, that we will continue to experience more of, which changes absolutely everything. So Powerful, powerful, powerful times indeed. Mm, yeah, not much more. I feel like maybe that was it. That was the mic drop. Looking at my Andoras and being like, yeah, this is it. Just be with that energy. Breathe consciously into your heart space and down into your root space, especially your root space, because everything right now that will continue to occur will shift to your entire survival system, so that it's no longer a survival system, it becomes a thriving system. But we've held on to the survival mechanism for so long, living from our survival mode and survival needs, that as that continues to break, we have no other choice but to let all that go. And the new thriving system emerges. It's inside, it's being birthed from inside of you. And the more that we continue to honor our body, honor this process, reclaim back all of our light, the more we allow ourselves to fully anchor into that system and fully live from that system. So, leaving you with that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so open. I am here if you need more support. I'll leave my links in the description of the video, and I will see you guys next time.